What an exciting series on driven by purpose and passion for the last almost 8 weeks. An incredible journey it has been. If you've not watched the earlier series, I will encourage you, invite you to go and watch all the series. Each one of them has got something unique and purposefully for you. And I invite you to also share anyone that stirs your spirit and inspire you to want to live instead of survive, to want to be meaningful instead of just adding to the numbers, to want to be human-centered instead of driven by reward. Share the earlier episodes. So on this particular episode, we are calling it a wrap on the theme driven by purpose and passion. The coach in me is so passionate about this particular theme because I come across leaders in transition, I come across parents, I come across young leaders, I come across executives who have reached their greatest height, yet when they sleep, they will tell you they feel empty. I've come across those in search of pursuit who don't know what could be the block, what could be the neural integration constraints, what could be the neural blocks, what could be challenging for which they have. If it is academics, they have it. If it is a skill, they have it. But they seem not to be able to connect all, so they can't feel fulfilled at the end of the day. This is why the Coach Scofray podcast is about to bring you wider, deeper, thought-provoking engagement. Come and see my production today. I laugh because they've been waiting for the past episodes for them to hear me say thought-provoking. It is a cutting-edge kind of content. It is bespoke. It is well-researched. And we are excited to say it is neuroscience-based, clouded in wisdom, ancient wisdom. So here it is about ontology, our ways of being. It is about a mindfulness, coming to a place of coherence in how you live your life, calibrate and recalibrate, how you regulate yourself, and in all this, how you relate and you are connected to people and the universe ecologically. So driven by purpose and passion, we are just recapping. We started with a story about Akosombo catering. Akosombo, the name is related to the largest man-made lake in the world, the Akosombo Dam. So that is how connected the name is, or how it resonates. And in the story of Akosombo catering, I was privileged and humbled to have had an engagement with Kafui Aja, the CEO of Akosombo Catering, a catering entity that started with Wache on wheels. And if I can go deeper, it started with cooking and selling on campus when she was a student. So she cooked and sold to her roommates and her colleagues in the same level. And if you take it even deeper, at I think stage 3 and stage 4, you should roughly be about 8, 9, 10 years. Kafui will still cook snacks and sell. And the turning point for Kafui was in banking, when one dawn she had gone to pick her boss, one of the CEOs of the banks. And the CEO looked at Kafui and said, "Do you know with this that you have, you can run your own business?" And Kafui says that word lingered on for her a very long time. And the day she woke up and said, "I am quitting banking," she never looked back. It does not mean it was easy, because I remember when it was Scofray with Wachi on Wheels at Ghana Trade Fair. It has its own turbulence. The flood came, so many things she had to build resilience for. And to manage a business into global dominance, where today they offer catering service for airlines in Ghana. This is why this podcast, particular series, is called Driven by Purpose and Passion. Then also I spoke about Mr. Emmanuel Awume of Cecil Ventures. What is Cecil Ventures? Cecil Ventures started as a washing bay. With his auto mechanical background, he dug deeper into automobile detailing. He didn't end there. He moved into boat detailing. And currently, they also have the license and accreditation to detail aircrafts in Ghana. Driven by purpose and passion. And I shared my story how coaching found me. Where in 2001 or 2000, I was on a program called Live Design Integrated Training. And I remember when Betty Sprue, Dr. Caroline Izis-Fuqua, Joyce Christie, when the training started and the question was put by Betty, I rose up and I answered. I don't remember the question, but if it had something to do with Genesis 1:20 or 27, something like that. And I answered. And Betty said to me, this young man, by then I was still like a boy. I was sharing in an earlier episode that, look, if you know my story, where I'm coming from, you'll be fascinated. But that is the power and the beauty of purpose and passion. So from Begro to global positioning in coaching, leadership, and corporate training. Phenomenal journey. Driven by purpose and passion. I explained that purpose is basically being intentional and attentional with consistency, stability against all odds, focused and purposed and oriented on human. To bring your giftings in service to humanity. That as I do the inner chemistry, inner biology, inner neurology of me, I put it to service of humanity and the world around me ecologically. That is purpose. To live. I want to share what I can give. I want to be, I want to live. That is what drives me. And passion, we say, is fundamentally the energy that fuels the car. So I use the Formula One, for example. Every car has got a purpose to why it is designed. From Formula One to luxurious cars, every car. Some are designed for efficiency, some are designed for all weather, some are designed for territories, some are designed for just racing. And for example, I said Formula Ones, you always find one driver. It is designed such a way that only one person can sit inside. And the ones they use for the safaris, the rallies around the world, they use only two seats in there. And even how it is designed. So the purpose is to sustain, be resilient to the domain, to the territories, to the environment. And they all have got fuel, special fuel that gets them to move, to show to the world the purpose they were made for. So the question I'm asking you, what is your purpose? Simon Sinek says, why are you here? Why do you have the gift of breath as you are watching me? What purpose are you living for? What meaning and by what values is your life guided with? What is the threshold of the energy, the momentum, the motivation, the zeal, the desire? What are you passionate about? Because on your dying bed, it will visit you. What were you fulfilled about in life? What did you use the gift of life for? Did you live it or you only survived it? Then we move into the characteristics of purpose and passion. We discussed that purpose has got long, it goes into the future. It is the now into the future. Then passion is right now. It gathers all the momentum and energy for you to hit the road running. Then there are the key differences that we also explored. The key differences we also explored. And my beautiful part was when we delve into especially the inhibitors. What inhibits purpose and passion? And what was critical in looking at the inhibitors was environment. Because according to Bruce Lipton, through epigenetics, your environment has got influence on even your DNA or your genes. Has got that. The research is complete. Fascinating. In its quantum entanglement. But the environment that has got critical impact on purpose and passion is the kind of parenting we receive or we give. Because a child, a baby, needs attachment, attunement, and connection. And if a child lacks all these three, how would they connect ecologically to others? How would they relate to others? How would they understand the gifts and their potentials are in service to others? Then the other one I mentioned is mindset. And I always want to clarify because I am an M-brainer. I am an MBIT master coach, an MBIT trainer. I coach in the MBIT manner. That when we talk of mindset, I'm not talking about your cephalic brain. I'm talking about, because when we say set means a collection of subsets. So mindset is the subset of your cephalic brain, the head brain, we call it cephalic. It is the subset of your cardiac brain, which is called the heart brain. It is the subset called the gastroenterology, which is your gut brain. When all these subsets come together, they form your mindset. Collectively with your pelvic intelligence and your autonomic nervous system and your quantum reflections out there. Then we got to the neurochemistry, neurobiology, the neurology of purpose and passion. The two underlying neuromodulators, neurotransmitters were serotonin, GABA, and others for purpose. Then dopamine, norepinephrine, endogenous opioids, also to support passion. So in there, I said that you are a neurological being. So whatever that concerns you is basically neurology, relatedness, humanness, ecology. We brought in purpose and passion in leadership. Authentic leadership we are looking for is in purpose and passion. So driven by purpose and passion, we draw the curtains down on that. I am Scofray Nanayao Yeboah, transformational executive coach. I am an MBIT. MBIT we mean multiple brain integration techniques. You can see. Master coach and trainer. The lead trainer and consultant for Zoe Global consult. And all this that we do, we are driven by the purpose to see us together grow as a gift unto humanity and the universe. Share with somebody. Thank you.